You can be skinny and be beautiful. You can be curvy and be beautiful. Whatever body you have, like, I think we should just own it, and it should all be beautiful.
I don't like my skin, that bothers me. I also don't like that I'm short, but
I don't like my hips and my thighs.
Places, get in your places. Throw on your dress and put on your doll faces. Everyone thinks that we're perfect. Please don't let them look through the curtains.
It's hard because it's hard to tell if where they're coming from is for themselves to make themselves happy, or because they're trying to please others and compare themselves to others. Because there are people who genuinely just want to be healthier and want to be happier, but if they're going about it in an unhealthy way to try to look like someone else, that's probably not good.
Hey girl.
Photoshop them all to make them look smaller.
This is from the same picture?
well, these two are the most obvious with the stomach. Like, not as obvious, but you can tell if you really look. That one's pretty obvious.
And again, especially with the Kardashians, and even here, they brought in their waist that it looks like they have that perfect hourglass.
They take away any rolls, any curves.
And they took off 50 pounds from her.
Can't really see any blemishes or I guess unevenness in the skin.
They're not fixing their face or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's weight.
Wish I knew back then what I know now. Wish I could somehow go back in time and maybe listen.
I mean, I feel like at that age, you should be worrying about I don't know, when snack time is, or when you're gonna go to the playground. You shouldn't be worried about your weight and your body, but I think that's kind of what the media does to us, is tells us this is how you're supposed to look. These are people you're supposed to look up to. And so little girls fall to that. But that's really sad.
If people grow up seeing celebrities a lot thinner than they are instead of how they actually are, they're gonna think about that and want to be smaller.
I think it's hard because it's all about representation. So it's about what you see around you. So if you see as these are what are being promoted as the ideal, you're obviously going to try to get yourself to that. Because if there's someone who doesn't look like you not being represented, then you're going to feel like you're an outsider.
It's sad that people see this and want to be what they think is perfect.
Tell her to speak up, tell her to shout out, talk a bit loud.
Definitely. And again, I think it starts from the media and then trickles down. So I think that's where our main influence is, because you get all of these stereotypes and these ideals, and then that changes the way that everyone else thinks.
In some ways, yeah, you want to be perfect. I do appreciate the pushback that there's been, because I think that people are realizing being perfect isn't possible, so we can only be ourselves. But that want and need to be perfect is so deeply ingrained in us that I don't think that that'll ever fully be gone.
It's definitely hard to watch all these people and all these shows where people are just pretty and skinny, but they're not really doing anything. And I guess sitting at home, you're like, well, I wanna go be pretty.
I would always hear my guy friends make jokes about other girls, and then I would think about it myself, well, if they're making fun of her behind her back, what are they saying about me behind my back?
Say you're with a group of friends, and the skinnier girls of or the thinner girls of the group will be oh, I look so fat in this, oh, I look so gross, I'm so fat in this. And then as someone who's not with that body type, you're oh, if they think they look fat in that, you're okay.
It's not the top of my priority list to be the best looking person. I don't think that matters in life. So yeah, I think it's great that they're doing it, but I'm not really all for it, but I'm not against it, definitely. But
Everyone, no matter who they are, whether it be male or female, should be defined as beautiful regardless of how they look, what size they are, what they do.
I think we need to just be able to accept ourselves and be like, this is my body, I'm awesome, like, you know, and live our lives rather than worrying so much about trying to be something that you're just not.
Boom, boom, ba. Boom, boom, ba. Boom, boom, ba. Boom, ba. Boom, boom, ba.
It's not right, but that's just what they do, and people should be mad about it, but I don't think it's gonna make them change.
I think Victoria's Secret could be putting out a better message by showing a more normal body, a more average body, but at the same time it is Victoria's Secret, and like if that's their deal, then sure. I just wish that they weren't so prominent and like influential, because it does send a bad message.
I think it is still disappointing. You know, I think I'd be more surprised if they did display a huge range of body types. But I mean, I don't think we should just accept it because it's them being honest.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
That song bothers me because it's putting down people that are naturally thin.
I think she had good intentions. I understand where she was trying to come from, but I don't think it was executed very well.
I think it's a good message because it's kind of including a lot more people who have been so shamed for so long. But I think that now that we've gone to both extremes, like finding a happy medium.
Women that are just everyday skinny women are not asking to be ridiculed for being skinny.
Be like a no makeup selfie and just be like, I am perfect.
It would probably be a picture of me and my friends, and we would be fake laughing, and it would say something wicked, corny, and stupid, and I can't think of anything right now, but I promise it'd be dumb, and then at the end it'd say #I'm perfect.
I'd probably want to show myself in a vulnerable way, whether it be like in a bathing suit, because like I don't usually like post anything like that, but like something showing people that maybe they don't always see, and then #.